SpaceX is making great progress towards its monstrous rocket, Starship. SpaceX has just achieved another major milestone. The company stacked the prototype of its second-stage Starship called Ship 20, on top of a prototype of the Super Heavy booster also called Booster 4. The Starship spacecraft on the Super Heavy booster represents the tallest assembled rocket ever developed in history. This rocket reaches nearly the height of 120 meters or approximately 400 feet, and combined with the orbital launch stand, on which it rests, the launch vehicle is almost 145 meters or 475 feet high, which is even taller than the Great Pyramid of Giza. This fully reusable rocket will not only be the tallest but also the most powerful rocket ever launched in history. It's about twice as powerful as NASA's Saturn V rocket, which took humans to the moon. This super heavy lift launch vehicle is equipped with a total of 35 Raptor rocket engines. Booster 4 is loaded up with a full complement of 29 Raptor engines, and the Ship 20 has 6 engines. 3 out of 6 engines are sea-level Raptor engines and the other 3 are Raptor vacuum engines. Currently, SpaceX stacked Ship 20 on top of Booster 4 using cranes, but in the future, SpaceX's launch tower, also known as Mechazilla, will use its arm to stack Starship on the Super Heavy. This will solve a problem that SpaceX has recently faced. The problem is high winds at the Boca Chica, Texas. Elon Musk said while responding to a user who asked what SpaceX will do in the future for the issue of high winds. Once Mechazilla is operational, winds will really be an issue. SpaceX will also use Mechazilla to catch super heavy boosters using its arms. The next step after stacking is for the two halves of the launch system to be separated again, with both undergoing more work, analysis, and testing ahead of reassembly in preparation for the actual eventual orbital launch test. Elon also revealed more details about what's next for the Starship system after the two halves are separated. In a tweet, he said, 4 significant items. First is assembling a final heat shields for Ship 20. Elon also tweeted, the heat shield on Ship 20 is approximately 98% done. But the remaining of tiles are unique shapes requiring machining. The second is adding thermal protection of Booster 4 engines. Third is the work that needs to be done in the ground propellant storage tanks. Fourth is adding a quick disconnect arm for Ship 20 that fuels Starship while it is on top of the Super Heavy, and this is a plan for the next 2 weeks. After this, Ship 20 and Booster 4 will go through some pressurization and engine tests. And after 2 or 3 months, this launch vehicle will be ready for its first orbital launch test. In May 2021, a document from Federal Communications Commission revealed a plan for the first Starship orbital flight. The ship will take off from the firm's Starbase, Texas, launch facility. Around 2 minutes after liftoff, at 171 seconds, the Super Heavy booster will separate from the Starship. The ship will continue to complete a targeted landing around 60 miles northwest of the coast of Hawaii. The whole flight will last around 90 minutes. SpaceX will not land the booster or the ship on land. The booster will land in the Gulf of Mexico, around 20 miles offshore, at 495 seconds or 8 minutes after launch. The ship will complete the targeted powered landing in the sea. As for when the orbital launch test will actually take place, it's not currently clear. SpaceX needs to get a launch license from the Federal Aviation Administration. That can't happen until the regulator has completed an environmental assessment, a process that could take months. But the company is definitely still aiming to make that happen before the end of the year, because the company has a mission of delivering robotic cargo to the lunar surface by 2022, and mission of lunar space tourism called Dear Moon by 2023. The company has to complete several orbital tests of a Starship before these missions. So I hope you get excited about these plans of SpaceX. Comment down your views about this video, like and share this video, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see the plans of SpaceX to catch its Starship and Super Heavy booster, watch this video. And to know the plans of SpaceX to clean up space debris using its Starship, watch this video.